Hello Tamers and welcome to the EX7 battle series, the Digimon Liberator Cup. As always, let's begin by determining the tournament matchups. Shuffled, and in round 1, we have Lilithmon X versus Heavymetaldramon, purple versus purple right off the bat. Second, it's Centralmon versus Zephagamon. Looks like our two protagonists won't be clashing in the final. Next, Nature Spirits led by Lilithmon versus Dragonlings, Volcanic and Metallic Dramon, which means our final match is going to be the Three Musketeers Returned versus Hexablaumon. Round 1 of the Digimon Liberator Cup, Lilithmon X versus Heavymetaldramon. Heavy Metals going first. Security setup. Digimon standby. Let's open the digital gates. Hatching, Yamon. Evolves into Goblymon. Then for 3 cost, Missed Memory Boost. 1, 2 trash, 1 draw and turn over. Hatching, Tsunomon. Evolves into Tsukaimon. Then for 2 cost, into Dobermon X. Finally, for 3, Tsukaimon is played. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Among them, add 1 card with Lilithmon in its text to the hand and trash 1 purple card. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Lilithmon X is searched, while Ignitmon is trashed. Turn over. Goblymon moves out. First, for 2 cost, it evolves into Eismon Scatter Mode. Now with the delay of Missed Memory Boost, they gain 2 memory, and for 3 cost, Eismon will evolve into Loudmon. On evolve, trash 2 cards in your hand. They trash Gilmon and Scatter Mode. Then, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 7k DP or less. Tsukaimon is blasted. Next, with Goblymon's Inheritable, since they trashed a card from the hand, they gain back 1 memory, so their turn continues. And with that, Loudmon goes for secure. And at this moment, with EX7 Yamon's Inheritable, on attack once per turn, if you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, this Digimon may evolve into a Digimon card with the Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon traits in the trash. Right now, they have exactly 4 cards in the hand, so paying 4 cost. It's time to unleash a new possibility for Impmon, drowning the field in heavy metal as Loudmon evolves into Heavymetaldramon. 1 draw. On evolve. Once again, trash 2 cards in your hand. They choose to trash Impmon and Megidramon Ace. Then, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon, but there are no targets. With Loudmon's Inheritable, during your turn, while you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, all of your Digimon with the Dark Dragon or Evil trait gain security attack +1. So Heavy Metal is going for security on 2 checks on 13k. First, 3k on Black Gatomon, trashed. Second, 8k on Lady Devimon X, trashed as well. Finally, at the end of your turn once per turn, you may play 1 card with the Evil Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait and a play cost of 8 or less from your trash and no cost. But for each card in your hand, remove 1 from this effect's play cost maximum. Heavy Metal currently has 3 cards left in the hand, so they can play up to play cost 5. So the biggest card they could play now is Eismon Scatter Mode, but instead of that, they are going to choose the evil traits, Impmon. And with that, turn over. Dobermon X moves out. First, for 3 cost, it evolves into Lady Devimon, back from BT3. On evolve, draw 2, trash 2, so they draw 2 first, and trash Witchmon and Bastemon. With Tsunomon's Inheritable, they get an additional draw. Now for 0 cost, Lady Devimon will X-evolve into Lady Devimon X. On evolve, one of your opponent's Digimon gains end of attack. Delete this Digimon until the end of their turn. The target they choose is Impmon. Then, if Lady Devimon or X antibody is in this Digimon's evolution cards, you may play 1 Volay and Zerdruken token. So with that, the token with blocker and retaliation is spawned to Lilithmon's field, triggering Dobermon X's Inheritable to gain 1 memory, back up to 2, and now for 3 cost. Enslaving friend and foe alike, the Empress who reigns over lust shall now step onto the battlefield. As Lady Devimon X evolves into the Demon Lord of Sin, Lilithmon. 1 draw. On evolve. Until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gains end of your turn. Delete this Digimon. The target chosen is Heavymetaldramon. And with that, turn over. Active, draw, hatching, Yamon. First, with Immon's Your Turn effect, when this Digimon would evolve into a Digimon card with the Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon traits, reduce the evolution cost by 1. So for 2 minus 1, 1 cost, it evolves into Punkmon. And on evolve, if you have 1 or fewer tamers, you may play 1 Yuki from your hand at no cost. Now the Yamon in breeding will evolve into another Impmon. If Heavy Metal attacks, Voley and Zerdruken are just gonna block and take it down together with Retaliation, so Punkmon's going in for the first strike. Fully prepared to die at the end of its attack. With Immon's Inheritable, it gains plus 2k DP to 8k, an impressive amount of power for a level 4. And since Loudmon's Inheritable affects their entire field, the Dark Dragon Punkmon will gain security attack plus 1 as well. Lilith lets it through. First, it's the option card, Calling from the Darkness. On security, it's added to its owner's hand. Second, the option card Wisdom Training, now placed in the battle area. But of course, even though Punkmon survived the security battles, because of Lady Devimon X's effects, it now self-implodes. Triggering Lilithmon's third effect. During the opponent's turn once per turn, when another Digimon is deleted, trash the top card of your opponent's security. It was a Orochimon. Well, this was going to happen either way since Heavymetaldra is set to delete itself at the end of the turn. Next, with Lady Devimon X's Inheritable. During the opponent's turn once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, you may play 1 purple level 4 or lower Digimon from your trash at no cost. And with this effect, Lilith will choose to resurrect Witchmon. On play, by trashing 1 card in your hand until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gains end of attack. Delete this Digimon. So by trashing Ignitesmon, for good measure, they apply that effect to Heavymetaldra. Heavy Metal currently has 3 cards in the hand, so even if it survives until the end of the turn, it won't be able to resurrect anything that is level 5 or higher from the trash. So you know what? Yuki is gonna go all in and reduce Lilithmon's security as much as possible while they can. Heavy Metal goes for security. Lilithmon lets it through. Final security check for Lilith, and it is 4k on another Witchmon taken out. And now because of Witchmon's on play, at the end of the tech, Heavy Metal crashes into the trash. Finally, for 3 cost, Yuki will drop a second Mist Memory Boost, trash, trash, draw in, turn over. Hatching Tsunomon again, which evolves into Ignitesmon. Now first things first, for 0 cost, Lilithmon will unleash the power of the X Antibody Protoform. So now for 1 minus 1, 0 cost, absorbing the power of the X Antibody, Lilithmon will corrupt her lust to a deeper, more depraved level. As the Demon Lord of Lust X evolves into Lilithmon X. 1 draw. The preparations are now complete. Lilithmon commands Witchmon to go for security on 4k. Check. But unfortunately, it's only 2k on Goblimon, so Witchmon survives. Which means Lilithmon X doesn't get to activate her second effect when another Digimon is deleted. But no matter. With the delay of Wisdom Training for 3 minus 2, 1 cost, Witchmon will evolve into another Lady Devimon. On evolve, 2 draw, trashing Witch, and Tsukai. Then for 0 cost into a second copy of Lady Devimon X. Once again, on evolve, another Voley and Zerdruken token is played, triggering Dober X's Inheritable to bring the memory back up to 3. And finally, for 4 cost, Black Gatomon is played directly to the field end, passing over at 1, turn over. Draw, Immon moves out. With Yuki's effects at the start of your main phase, if your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory up to 2. Now first with Immon's cost reduction, for 2 minus 1, 1 cost, it evolves into Punkmon. And with the delay effects of Mist Memory Boost, they gain 2 memory. And for 3 cost, Punkmon will evolve into a Loudmon from the hand. On evolve, they trash Mist Memory Boost and Eismon while nuking one of the Volay and Zerdruken tokens. And when Eismon is trashed from the hand using one of your effects, if Scatter Mode is in your trash, you may play it at no cost. So the Dark Dragon spawns to Yuki's field. At the same time, with Lilith X's second all turns, when another Digimon is deleted if it's your opponent's turn, trash the top card of their security. It is a purple scramble, which is simply trashed without activating. And now Loudmon will go for the final blow. Once again, with Yamon's Inheritable, since they currently only have 2 cards in the hand, for 4 cost, the Dragon of Heavy Metal will return to the field with a resounding roar. On Evolve, Yuki and Scatter Mode are trashed while the second blocker is annihilated, leaving Lilithmon's field wide open. But in response, Lilith X chooses to use Tsukaimon's Inheritable during the opponent's turn once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon attacks, by deleting one of your other Digimon, end the attack. So by sacrificing her enslaved Black Gato, Heavy Metal's victory is snatched away. And on deletes, by trashing one card in your hand, one of your Digimon gains blocker and retaliation until the end of your opponent's turn. But since Heavy Metal's turn is about to end anyway, they choose not to use it. But now Heavy Metal can finally trigger its end of your turn effect. Yuki currently only has 1 card left in her hand, so she can play up to play cost 7. So she will now call forth the mythical Dragon of Calamity that inspired Inmon's new evolution. At play cost 7, Megidramon Aces play directly to the field. No draw. On play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 11,000 DP or less. Lady Digimon X is the perfect target. And with that, turn over, Lilithmon moves out and immediately goes for security. On attack, by deleting one of your other Digimon, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with a level less than or equal to the deleted Digimon's level. Lilithmon chooses to sacrifice Lilithmon X. But this triggers Lilith X's first all turns. When this Digimon will leave the battle area other than in battle, if Lilithmon or X antibody is in this Digimon's evolution cards, by deleting one other Digimon, it doesn't leave. So in order to survive her own sacrifice at the hands of her own Lilithmon, she chooses to enslave and sacrifice Heavy Metaldramon. Since Ignite's on attack failed to meet its condition, it misfires and nothing happens. But now with Lilith X's second all turns, when another Digimon is deleted if it's your turn, you may play one purple level 4 or lower Digimon from your trash at no cost. She chooses to resurrect a Witchmon, and on play, a Witchmon is trashed from the hand. To give end of attack, delete this Digimon to Eismon. Since there are now 2 Tsunomon inheritables on the field, that's 2 draw. There are no blockers to stop Lilithmon's attack. Check! Well, it's 13k on another Heavy Metal draw, so the rookie is taken out. Now for 0 cost, Lilith X will use a second copy of Protoform, such that for 3-1, 2 cost, Witchmon can evolve into another copy of Lady Digimon X, while being infused with the Protoform. On Evolve, she gives end of attack delete this Digimon to Eismon again because they do not want to be deleting Megidramon Ace since it can be converted into an additional attack. And with the second part, here comes another Volay and Zerdruken, triggering Dober X to gain 1 memory up to 3, and for 4 costs, they end their turn by once again playing Black Gatomon. And with that turn over, hatching Yamon, Yuki bumps the memory up to 2. Now for 2 cost, Yuki will play the option card, Purple Scramble. On main, one of your purple Digimon may evolve into a purple Digimon in the hand with the evolution cost reduced by 3. So now for 0 cost, while keeping turn, Eismon will evolve into Loudmon. Then, place this card in the battle area. On Evolve, Yuki trashes all the cards left in her hand in order to nuke the 1 remaining Volay and Zerdruken. But since another Digimon was deleted, Lilithmon X can now trash Yuki's final security, which is another Loudmon. Now Megidramon Ace will go for the final blow on 12k. Just in case, Lilith X is not going to use her inheritable. Instead, Lady Digimon X is going to be the one to use her Witchmon inheritable, which is exactly the same as Tsukaimon. So now by sacrificing Black Gatomon, the attack ends. And with Black Gatomons on deletes, they trash Lilithmon in order to give Lilith X blocker and retaliation until the end of the turn. So Lilithmon definitely does not have a clean shot at security. But it's finally time to show the power of the bonds between Tamer and Digimon with Yuki's main effect. If you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, by suspending this Tamer, one of your Digimon may evolve into a Digimon card with the Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait in the trash. So unleashing her Tamer ability for 4 cost, for the 3rd time this game, Lilithmon will evolve into the resounding Dissonant Beast, Heavymetaldramon. 1 draw. On evolve, they once again trash every single card in their hand and choose to delete Lady Digimon X. But with the inheritable of the X antibody protoform, on all turns when this Digimon will leave the battle area other than by one of your effects, from this Digimon's evolution cards, return 1 Digimon card to the hand and place 1 X antibody on top of your security. So Witchmon is recycled, and at this moment, Lilith X will even recover. But at the end of the turn, Heavy Metal can still call an ally, and with their backs against the wall with 0 security remaining, he will play forth the Dark Dragon blocker level 5 Orochimaru. And with that, turn over, patching Tsunomo. But now, for 1 cost, the time has come for Lilith X to play Calling from the Dark. On main, delete one of your Digimon. The target they choose is Lilith X. But with its first effect, she can now survive by enslaving and sacrificing any other Digimon in play. Orochimaru. He fades. Then, return up to 2 purple Digimon cards from your trash to your hand. They choose to recycle Black Gato and Ignite. And with Orochimon's deletion, Lilithmon's second all turns triggers, but since it is optional, she chooses not to resolve it. Meanwhile, with Orochimon's on delete, trash 1 card in your hand. Yuki's hand is already empty. Then delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon and one of your level 4 Digimon, but there are no targets on Lilith's feet. Tsunomon will evolve into Ignitmon, and with that, Lilithmon X attacks. Yuki and Heavymetaldramon have no blockers on the field and no security remaining. It's a direct attack, and the match is over. The winner of the first round of the Digimon Liberator Cup is Lilithmon X.